Good morning, students. This is Latif sir. Today, I'll discuss about Hardy-Sulzer rule or Sulzer-Hardy rule. In the last video, I've discussed uh, about the coagulation of colloidal particles. Coagulation means precipitation. Coagulation is one type of precipitation of colloidal particles. And coagulation of colloidal particles start in presence of electrolytes. And using Hardy-Sulzer rule, you can state the power coagulation capacity of different electrolytes. Using Hardy-Sulzer rule, you can state the coagulation capacity of different electrolytes. And the coagulation capacity of different electrolytes is different, and it depends upon the valency of the active ion or the flocculating ion, which is the ion carrying charge opposite to the charge on the colloidal particles. And according to the Hardy-Sulzer rule, greater the valency of the active ion or flocculating ion of the electrolyte, greater will be the coagulating power. And one thing you have to remember, for coagulation, the charge charge of the active ion or flocculating ion of the electrolyte must be opposite to the charge of colloidal particles. Thus, according to Hardy-Sulzer rule, the ions carrying the charge opposite to that of the Sol particle or to that of the colloidal particles are effective in causing coagulation of the Sol or coagulation of the colloid. Sol is one type of colloid. According to Hardy-Sulzer rule, the ions carrying the charge opposite to that of the Sol particles are effective in causing coagulation of the Sol. And second point, coagulation power of an electrolyte is directly proportional to the fourth power of the valency of the active ion, which causing coagulation. That means coagulation power of an electrolyte is directly proportional to the fourth power of the valency of the active ion. And greater the valency of the oppositely charged ion of the electrolyte, greater the valency of the oppositely charged ion of the electrolyte being added, the faster is the coagulation. So higher the valency of flocculating ion or active ion of the electrolyte, higher is the or greater is the coagulation. For example, for example, to coagulate negatively charged salt of arsenic sulfide AH2S3, to coagulate negatively charged salt arsenic sulfide, the coagulating power of different cations has been found to decrease in this order: Al3 plus greater than Mg2 plus greater than Na plus. So to coagulate negatively charged arsenic sulfide, aluminum 3 plus ion is uh, aluminum 3 plus ion is most effective than magnesium 2 plus ion, than Na plus ion, because aluminum 3 plus ion has Al3 plus ion has uh, largest valency among Al3 plus ion, Mg2 plus ion and Na plus. Similarly, to coagulate a positively charged salt like iron hydroxide, Fe, ferric hydroxide salt, which is positively charged salt. So to coagulate this positively charged ferric hydroxide salt, you have to use some electrolyte, and the coagulating power of different anions has been found to decrease in the order ferrocyanide FeCN whole 6 4 minus greater than phosphate PO4 3 minus greater than sulfate SO4 2 minus and greater than chloride Cl minus. So to coagulate positively charged ferric hydroxide salt, ferrocyanide FeCN whole 6 4 minus ion is most effective than phosphate or than sulfate. So higher is the valency of the ion, flocculating ion or active ion, greater is the or faster is the coagulation. Now see emulsion. An emulsion is a one type of colloid, okay. And an emulsion is a mixture of two or more liquids that are normally immiscible owing to liquid phase separation. An emulsion is a mixture of two or more liquids that are normally immiscible owing to liquid phase separation. Example of emulsion: milk, cream, butter, oil in water, water in oil. These are example of some examples of emulsions. Next, surfactant. What are surfactant? Surfactant are compounds that lowers the surface tension between two liquids. So surfactants are the substances or compounds that lower surface tension. Example of surfactant: sodium stearate is a good example of surfactant, and it is most common surfactant in soap. So soap, detergent, these substances are some example of some surfactant. Another common surfactant is 4 within bracket 5 dodecyl benzene sulfonate. It is also can act as surfactant, and surfactant are those substances or compounds that can lower the surface tension. And soap, detergents, these are some common surfactant. And next, micelle or micelle. What are micelle? A micelle is an aggregate or supramolecular assembly of surfactant molecules, that is of detergent molecule or soap molecule, dispersed in a liquid forming a colloidal suspension. So micelle is an aggregate of surfactant molecules. Micelle is an aggregate of colloidal surfactant molecules dispersed in a liquid forming a colloidal suspension. You can see the picture given here. It is the formation of micelle. A typical micelle in water forms an aggregate with the hydrophilic head region in contact with surrounding solvent and and the hydrophobic tail regions in the middle of center of the micelle. So this is the picture of a micelle, and in micelle you can see the hydrophilic heads outside and the hydrophobic tails are inside of the micelle, and this arrangement of surfactant molecules is known as micelle. Next, application of colloids. Colloids have varied applications. Some of them include in medicine, in a and as cleaning, action of soap, and purification of water, and rubber industry. These are some application of colloids. So first, medicines in colloidal form are easily absorbed by the body tissues and hence are more effective. Second, cleaning action of soap. Soap solution is colloidal in nature and it removes the dirt particles either by adsorption or by emulsifying the grease, the greasy matter sticking to the cloth. And next, purification of water. The precipitation of colloidal impurities present in water can be done by adding certain electrolytes like alum, etc. The negatively charged colloidal particles of impurities get neutralized by the aluminum 3 plus ion of alum and settle down, and pure water can be decanted off. And last, rubber industry. Latex is a colloidal solution of negatively charged rubber particles, and from latex, rubber can be obtained by coagulation. These are some common application of colloids, and you have to read about Sulje-Hardy rule or Hardy-Sulje rule. And emulsion, definition of emulsion with example, definition of surfactant with example, definition of micelle with example, and application of colloids, define application of colloids. Okay student, thank you.